Hi, I'm Phil George, founder and CEO of MentorcliQ, and I'd like to share with you today about how we're changing the lives of employees through mentoring. So for most people, mentoring is a relatively informal process, and up until a few years ago, some of the metrics behind it were a bit squishy. And then in the late 2000s, Sun Microsystems came out with a seminal work on mentoring in terms of really evaluating the return on investment for companies. They'd had a mentoring program in place for over a decade, and they brought Gartner Consulting in to evaluate the return on investment for their company. Gartner came in and determined that the return was 100%. In other words, for every $1 they spent in mentoring, they got $2 of value back to the company. Sun, being a little bit skeptical, brought in a second firm to evaluate their mentoring program, and they came to the same conclusion. About the same time, KPMG was reaching their 5th-year anniversary with an intentional mentoring program spread across thousands of employees. They came to the same conclusion that Sun did in terms of the protégés and mentee benefit, but they also identified a 50% increase in the retention of partners at the firm that were involved in their mentoring program. So it wasn't just the mentees that were benefiting, it was also the mentors. Other companies have begun to pick up on this trend. So in 2005, 10% of companies in the Diversity Inc.'s top 50 list had a mentoring program to support diversity and inclusion. By 2012, that number had grown to 96%. So once companies were able to really put numbers behind mentoring programs, and that comes in terms of employee engagement, development of those employees, and then ultimately retention of that talent. The next logical question was, how do we scale these programs? How do we go to 100 employees, 500 employees, 5,000 employees to get that benefit? And that's where the challenge comes in. I was part of one of these companies. In 2010, my company started a mentoring program. I was on the steering committee for it. I ended up being a bit of a coordinator for it, and ultimately was a mentor of about 12 employees over the course of a few years. And so I saw firsthand the challenges that companies are facing in making this transition to a more intentional mentoring culture at their companies. And so mentoring is great when it works, but mentoring only works when it happens. And that's what we do at MentorcliQ, and that's why we exist, is because running a mentoring program is hard, and MentorcliQ makes it easy. And I'll show you just a few ways that we do that here in a short demo.
Jennifer wants some guidance in her new position at work. Imagine her employer has a system that allows her to enroll in a mentoring program in less than 5 minutes. She fills in some background information, completes a short personality survey, and enters a few mentoring preferences. Imagine that system finds the best mentor match based on Jennifer's profile, preferences, and personality, and helps make the quality connection. Jennifer is matched with Robert. He has the business experience and insight that Jennifer is looking for, but he's never actually mentored anyone before. He wants to do a good job, but he doesn't really know what it means to be a good mentor. He needs support. Imagine a system that provides the resources and guidance that Robert needs to succeed as a mentor at the right time. Gwen, a seasoned HR rep, is coordinating mentoring programs throughout the enterprise. Imagine a system that makes it easy for her to reach 10 or 10,000 employees all in one place, with automated reports that highlight program participation so she can share program success with leadership.
So in recap, mentoring only works when it happens. And at MentorcliQ, we drive participation through easy software, supporting resources for those participants, and then meaningful reports for executives to be able to measure the return on investment that they're getting from their mentoring program. And one of the things that we're really proud of is we're really helping some of the companies in our own backyard. And so a couple companies on our list of customers are Cardinal Health, Battelle, and today we'd like to show a short video from one of our customers that's an expert in the field, part of Rev1 Consulting, and he manages the mentoring program for the City of Columbus's Public Utilities division, and is going to talk a little bit about how our product has helped.
I'm Mo Wright, president of Rev1 Consulting, and we're a firm all about employee engagement. A good technology partner in mentoring is actually essential. You want to make sure you have the metrics, you want to make sure you have strong program management. Those things are essential. But really what I like about MentorcliQ is that it's really about the relationship. They know when to get out of the way and let the relationship happen, and they provide the technology support to be in the background, but it's a very essential part of that background process by making sure that we have all the metrics we need at the end so we can report both the return on investment, but also the effectiveness of those mentoring relationships. And that's critical to us and it's critical to our clients.
At MentorcliQ, we believe a good people strategy is a great business strategy. Are you in? If you are, we'd like to welcome you at our table after the event, and we'd love to talk to you about how we can make mentoring work for your organization. Thank you.